Hey guys, so I have a friend, a very special friend that I've known for a few years, connected here on social media, and I just love her so much. And conversations that we've been working through and talking about and healing in have been surrounding being mentally, physically, emotionally, and sometimes not her necessarily, but in abuse cases, even sexually abused by someone who says that they love you. And I just wanted, watching her go through this and having seen it in my own life and seen it in my friends' lives and my children's lives, just across the board, abuse is not okay. Okay. Manipulating the situation to get what you want is abusive. Okay. So even before we start to get to the physical and the sexual and all that other stuff, oh, and I didn't mean to leave out, but also there's spiritual abuse, which would fall under mental and emotional, of course, but it definitely causes some physical manifestations, doesn't it? So let's back up. So manipulating your loved one to get what you want is a form of abuse, and it's not okay. Have you seen this in your own life? Are you seeing it in your relationships? When it becomes a physical situation, maybe it doesn't start out, with them beating the crap out of you. But it might start out with them not letting you move from the space that you're in. They're using their physical body to stop you from going somewhere. That's physical and mental manipulation and abuse, and it's not okay. See, the manipulating the situation starts to lead to where it starts to become physical. Might not be the punch at first, remember. Then it becomes this charade of giving love and then taking it away, and giving love and taking it away, and giving love based on your behavior. That reminds me of a lot of situations that people deal with spiritually, right? They believe that they've got to do something to get God's love. We do manifest what we believe about God, by the way. We do it in our relationships. Neither are okay. And they start to say little things like twist conversations, make you feel crazy. And you do, because you love this person. And I want to tell you that in the beginning of this, it's kind of like turning the water up slowly on the stove. My friend says, I just don't know how I let it get this bad. And I say, baby girl, don't beat yourself up. It's literally like turning that heat up just a little at a time, till before you know it, you are in complete boiling hot water and you're going, how did I get here? I'm telling you right now. There can be signs of spiritual abuse where they use lots of things like God's going to punish you, or they try to tell you what God told them that you're supposed to do. And sometimes it isn't also or always a very good thing they're asking. That can lead to some sexual abuse, some sexual manipulation. At first, it might start out that they expect you to give it to them. And if you don't, well, now they're going to either take it from you, or when you are willing to give it, they're going to get a little too aggressive or ask you to do things you're not comfortable with. But then they're going to actually start withholding it to show you that you better give it to them whenever they ask. So it doesn't always have to take this path. Sometimes it can go straight from a little bit of emotional manipulation to beating the snot out of you. And when the physical part starts, because see, the physical part already started for you. The emotional, the spiritual, the mental, the sexual, it's began to lock you up in your mind and make you believe that you are stuck. And the words that are used are very designed to make you believe what they're saying is true. So you might find yourself actually believing you deserve it. They may conjure up some situations to cause you to go crazy, act crazy. So now when they do these awful forms of abuse, they can pull up the situation where you lost it. It's not okay. It's not love. None of it is love. It's on the complete polar opposite side of love. Actually, this kind of thing we're talking about doesn't even know love, and love does not know it. They don't know each other. Something else we don't really talk a lot about is men who are abused by their females or by other males that they're dating. It's like taboo to bring that up. I see it happening around me often. I see a lot of situations that followed that same path and are now physical. And these men can't even get help because they're too embarrassed to admit that they are being emotionally, physically, sexually, mentally, spiritually, and certainly physically abused. It's not okay. It's not okay. You, the abuser, whom I don't believe is actually an abuser, you've forgotten who you are. And so because of the torment and the torture and the complete catastrophe that you're feeling on the inside, you're raging that out in all of these ways. It's not okay, and you need help. I highly suggest that you get in touch with a wise friend who can tell you the truth about the conversations and not pussyfoot around your feelings. Shackling people that you're in relationship with by way of physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, and sexual abuse is complete and utter hate. It's not them that you hate. It's not why you're doing it. It's right here. Get help. Get help. You're tormenting another human. Get help. It's a pretty passionate subject for me. You ladies, you men who are experiencing this right now, I'm going to tell you that if you don't do something about it, if you do not get out, you will repeat this pattern. You will literally seek out someone who has these characteristics because you are so enslaved in it, even if you know you want to get out. Don't jump back into a relationship if you're able to get out of this one. And I say able. I know a couple of people, a friend of mine whose daughter is dead. And it started out as manipulating the situation to get what you want. And now she's in the ground. It's not okay. You, the one who is abusing, and you, the one who is being abused, you are valuable beyond measure. You deserve a relationship that doesn't have to be controlled. You deserve to be in a relationship where someone doesn't want to control you. You're perfect just as you are. And when coupled up in the right scenario, that will be celebrated instead of stifled. You, the one abusing, and you, the one being abused. You are so loved, and the love of the entire ages is right under your nose. I encourage you to come out from the cell, drop the shackles around your wrist, untie the ropes, pull the duct tape off, and get out. If they'll do it once, they'll do it again. My mama always taught me that, and I've watched it happen in my own life multiple times because I didn't listen. To you who is abusive, get out. Just as I'm encouraging the one you're abusing, I'm encouraging you too. You are just as enslaved to this. You are just as broken in your thinking. You also have shackles. Because, see, the way that we do life is a reflection of how we feel on the inside. You deserve a love where you never even feel like doing these behaviors at all. Abuse is not okay, and it's high freaking time that we talk more about it so these folks don't have to live in silence. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day.